Remove the specimen holders from the martingale tester by loosening and lifting off the black knobs on top of the tester. Removing the silver covers held on by the black knobs and lifting the specimen holders out. Place all of these parts on the countertop to the right of the apparatus. Note that all three parts of the specimen holders, handle, face, and rings, are numbered 1 through 6. 8 correspond to numbers on top of the martingale tester. Assemble the holders by placing the cut specimen with the technical face down into the gold ring. For specimens having a mass unit area of less than 500 grams per square meter, place a disc of polyurethane foam between the specimen and the metal face. The face must sit flush and square inside the ring and cannot have any loose edges. Screw the handle back on. Place the assembled holders into the machine, replacing silver caps and black knobs. Add the required weight by resting the weights on the ends of the handles. Note that the weights are also numbered 1 through 6. Set the counter system to record the desired movements using the third black button from the right. It is usually already set at 500. Turn the power on by toggling the power switches to the line symbol. The circle symbol is off. Push the green button to start the batch. After the first batch is complete, check the samples for abrasion, fuzziness, pilling, fraying, broken yarns, 2 or more, or holes. To do this, remove specimen holders from the machine to observe and record any changes in the specimens compared to a virgin fabric sample. After we did it the first 500, we're going to go ahead and take them out. Make sure to get the weight off of there. And we're going to examine this compared to a virgin sample. So what we're looking for is for abrasion, fuzziness, pilling, fraying, broken yarns, or holes within the fabric. And then after you've done this, you're going to put it back in. And run it for another 500 rounds. Take it out, examine it again, and then repeat until you've done 2,000 rounds total.
Okay, so now we are going to compare the tested sample to specimen to the original and see the color change. So you'll need the AATCC grayscale for evaluating changing color. Don't get it mixed up with the staining one. Make sure you have the changing color grayscale one. So then what you want to do is you have the original untested and the tested side by side in the same direction as in the cabinet, so you can view it at a 45-degree angle. Place the grayscale along the edges of the two fabrics, tested and untested. Compare the visual difference between the two fabrics to the differences represented by the grayscale. So, like with one, so like the bottom is the original fabric, and then we want to compare the color difference between the two, see what like looks the most accurate. And then determine the grade by figuring out the specific grade number that corresponds to the most appropriate change in color. A grade of 5 is given only when there is no perceived difference in color or contrast between the original and the tested specimen. And each person in the group needs to assign a grade to each specimen, and the group will come up with an average for their fabric. So, and then for the side, we flip it over so it's kind of upside down, but then you're able to see. And sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, so you just gotta give it your best, I guess. So this one I might rate like a 4 or 5.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell on video also how our rating looks, but there we go.